Are you ready to rock?
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it. Michael Butler's Rock and Roll Geek Show. The hands down coolest rock podcast online. Hosted by the world's #1 rock and roll geek, American Heartbreaker, Michael Butler. So crank it up and get down with some of the greatest rock around. From San Francisco, where all the geeks rock and rock lives on. This is your Rock and Roll Geek Show with Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name is Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. I can't hear this. I'm going to turn it up. Check. Can you hear me? Is this thing on? I am in San Francisco now, so I'm a little bit discombobulated with the Tascam 4. I just got a text from Ralph Miller. It said, if you're worried about being hated in South Africa, for the love of God, don't tell anyone you enjoy hunting animals. It doesn't go over well there. I thought they hunted in Africa. What do I know? I think he was making a joke, and I just don't get it. I am back in San Francisco now, and boy, are my arms tired. I need to do a make. By the way, this is day 17 of the Dog Days of Podcasting. Is it? What is? It's Saturday, August 17th, 2024. It's 7:31 p.m. I'm drinking the second beer of the day. This is a Pacifico. We took our friend who cleans our house, Sarah, out to dinner because she's letting us stay at her house in Cape Town. She's got an apartment in Cape Town. She's letting us crash there while she lives in San Francisco and she goes back and forth. But she's letting us crash in her apartment, and so we took her out to dinner to this French place down the street, and I had a Radke or some kind of beer like that. It was grapefruit, a grapefruit lager. A little fruity for me. I didn't really like it too much. So I'm cleansing my palate now with a Pacifico. Thank you to everybody who had all the nice words on the Facebook and on the audio comments for the 20th anniversary episode I did yesterday. And of course, I missed one. Jim S. did a Rolling Stones review the day before, and for some reason, I forgot to download his greeting for the 20th anniversary. So this is a make good. Jim S., I am so sorry I missed your call, friend, but now you got the whole Dog Days episode to yourself. Take it away, friend.
Michael Butler, the rock and roll geek.
Yes.
20 years of podcasting.
How about that?
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, friend.
It's Jim S., the rock and roll toothbrush.
Oh, I want to tell you how, I don't know if anybody remembers how he got the name. On a Good Clean Fun episode, Jasper and I he called in. I think he might have called in live. We had him on live, and he sounded like he was brushing his teeth, so he became affectionately known as the rock and roll toothbrusher, and it's kind of fits him well.
I'll tell it in my own way.
Let me back it up a little bit in case people. I talk over people, and then you lose your train of thought. I apologize, friends.
How you found the show? I wrote this story.
Back it up
podcasting.
All right,
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, friend.
It's Jim S., the rock and roll toothbrusher, calling in. Somebody asked to call in and say how you found the show. I wrote this story on the Facebook pages, but I'll tell it in my own way.
Please do, friend.
Back in the day, I was into blogging and reading blogs and stuff. And I heard about this podcasting thing after some video blogs and whatever not. So I went and found one of the original podcasts, the Adam Curry, his first show. I forgot which one it
Daily
is.
Source
Daily
Code?
Source Code or one of those. And I was sorely disappointed because there was no music in an Adam Curry podcast.
Really? I thought he
guy
played
was known
music.
for being a DJ on VH1. MTV. So I went looking for music podcasts, and I found the first episode of the Rock and Roll Geek Show.
Oh, number
I
one.
thought, well, why not try this out?
You've been there since episode one.
I'm a rock and roll geek, so I discovered that I really wasn't nearly as big of a geek as I thought I was back then.
Me neither, friend.
I just didn't really know a lot about indie music or, pop punk or even American Heartbreak. I discovered that through Michael Butler. So I've been listening since the very first show.
There you go. How about that? Longest continuing friend of the show since day one.
Stopped. Occasionally they stack up and I have to catch up on episodes, but
that is awesome, friend.
I've been listening since day one, and
that is really awesome.
I'm a big fan. I've met Michael Butler twice. I went out to California. I was doing some training back in 2009,
I don't remember
somewhere in that neighborhood. And met him in a bar in San Francisco.
Benders?
We had to go to the Jet Boys practice. I've told that story on a previous episode.
I don't remember that.
And then not too long ago, last year or so, the Handsome Dick Manitoba band was out here, and I went to 3 of the shows.
That was really fun.
Michael was handing me beers.
And he was going and he was heckling Manitoba, and Manitoba was heckling right back at Jim S. in the last show in Cape Cod.
From the stage. I never did get around to calling in a review or a rundown of that experience. I should probably do that for you for the dog days. We'll see if I can get that done shortly.
All right, friend. I appreciate it.
Anyway, this is long enough, and I appreciate it. We all love you, Michael. Keep it up.
I love you, friend.
Don't want to see this die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death.
Me neither. What will I do with myself?
And,
I'll live in the hang out in the woods.
I guess the next 20 years. Stay frosty, big guy.
Stay frosty, big guy. You too can leave me a show review, audio comment, whatever. Record it in your phone like Jim S. the Rock and Roll Toothbrusher did, and email it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. I think that's all of the congratulations comments. If I missed yours, please send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com, with the subject line, Butler, you are a piece of shit for missing my audio comment. I don't think I did. I can't believe I missed Jim S's. I felt so bad when he told me that I missed it. Felt like a jerk. But this is a make good episode, so you get the whole one to yourself, Jim S. And I love you, brother. All right, I'm going to close out now with a song that was sent to me. This person, Mike Cranston, gifted me this whole album. It's a band called the Southern River Band. I'm only 4 songs into this record, but I got to tell you, I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. I'm going to play the second song off the album. It's called DIY, Second Best. You can find the show, rockandrollgeek.com. Find me on the Facebook, R&R Geek. You know the ways to reach me. Twitter, R&R Geek. Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek Don't Ask. Somebody on the Facebook group said that Amy Bowen, the one of the people doing the Dog Days of Podcasting, and who's also a supporter of the Rock and Roll Geek Show, they said they find her voice sexy. And I took a screenshot of that and put it on the Dog Days feed, on Facebook feed. And I think some people came on to the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group to see the comments. That was all meant in pure love, Amy Bowen. They like you, and I like you too, Amy Bowen. All right, here is the Southern River Band. I've got to listen to this whole album because I'm really enjoying it so far. Here's the second song. This is called Second Best. Remind me a little bit of The Darkness. They're from Perth, Australia. All right, friends, I'll talk to you tomorrow with day 18 of the Dog Days of Podcasting. I am heading, dogdaysofpodcasting.com is where you can find all the rest of the shows. I'm flying to New York on Monday, staying at an airport hotel, and then Tuesday morning we're flying to Africa. Then the adventure begins. Me, my wife, and our son Brian. Oh, what kind of tales will we tell? Tales will we tell? What kind of tales will we tell? God only knows, friends, but I'll talk to you tomorrow. Here's the Southern River Band. Oh, I got to turn it up. See, did I tell you I was doing a podcast for 20 years? I'm one of the pioneers, and I still don't know how to do this. If I can do it, you can too, friends. Here's the Southern River Band.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.